Okay, now that I've gotten more better. Now, something I will warn you about. If you are going to reuse your struts, never do this. Okay. Edge it, edge it. No, I can't say that on YouTube. Hopefully, 90% of you won't understand what that means. The ones that do, shh. So, okay. After you're done violating the suspension, now our next move is to stay. Our next move is to back off the locking tab. I'm not sure what these are called. I always get this backwards. Does it go this way? Does it go the other way? Do they both go in the same direction? I don't know. Okay. Bring this down. This one's already loose. Oh, since I'm here. What was that? That was loud. Oh, that's clearly stuck. Luckily, I have old brakey bar. Dude, I got this thing Husky. Who sells Husky? I've had this stuff so long, I don't even know where it came from. Can I do this without messing the top one up? Nope. Whole thing is turning. Oh yeah, that felt good. I'll be feeling that in a few minutes. Okay. Wow, I'm already feeling it. Wow, that hurts. Alright. So, you already got your measurements. Right? So now, I'm not messing with these yet because I need to take the preload off the spring. Once I take the preload off the spring, this whole strut will not be a time bomb anymore. I've seen some YouTube videos where the strut's still compressed and they take the nut off and the thing fires off across the shop or in your neighbor's living room and hits the dog. That's definitely what you don't want to do. That's why they make spring compressors. Use those instead. Don't kill your neighbor's dog through a living room window. Honk. Okay. Will this work? Oofta. Okay. Alright, truck. You are now a tool. Okay, which way do I go with this? What? Nope, I probably should. Yeah, I'll tighten this for now. Nope. Whoa. What am I doing? Okay. So I gotta go counterclockwise since it's upside down. And make sure to hold. Okay, how high? Yeah, you're still good. Make sure you hang on to this one so you don't lose the clocking of it, which I've already done. Now some of you will notice that my preload is very tight. That's because I'm very aggressive and this vehicle is set up for track use. So I want the spring rate to be higher. If this is just a daily vehicle, leave it at just 10 millimeters preload. Okay. Yeah, let's do the other one. It's really tight. Come here, breaker bar. Hold me. I think my preload is still 10 millimeter. Yeah, this is making noise. If some of you earphone users are now deaf, well, I'll be sure to throw some sign language in, saying I'm sorry. Okay. So most of these DIY coilover setups want around 10 millimeter preload. I don't do that. My spring rates are very aggressive. Now that we're done with this, loosen your locking tabs for the height adjustment. And now, let's count. A, B, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 29. Okay. Oh, I thought, oh, nope, that makes sense. Nope, where are you going? So keep everything together, more or less. Now, the other side. What did I say? 30? Dang, I have a short attention span. Okay, I'll write down 30. So I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And that's just a rough estimate of where I'm going to put it. I'm still going to adjust ride height when they're back on the car. I'm just OCD and I like to have information on everything I'm working on. Man, I need to lift my truck. Leaning over is a little hard on the back. Or, you know, get my shop in order. Oh, let's see. Let's put the logo up so I can count it. Alright. Ready? Let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 29. So that's not too bad. So I'll still leave it at 30 because it's close enough. I'm sure I messed something up somewhere when I was setting these up. You know what? Let me find a chair or something. Whoa, what luck. So make sure you take a chair from your wife that does mental wellness and leave it full of grease. Okay, first, let me make sure y'all are still in the shot, which you are. Okay. Man, that's a good height. Okay. Since these strut cartridges will no longer be used, just remove everything, which removing these will take you until the end of time to take off. Come on now. Yeah, this is some quality YouTubing right here. Yeah, wow, that came out. Whoa, easy. That stays there. Oh, that's a sound you want to hear. Okay, so now don't need. That's still. Oh, dang it. Okay. Get your holder downer tool. Inspect all the hardware, make sure nothing is broken. Try to keep this in the same orientation that you take it out. I tried to keep everything the way it came out. Make sure the bushings are good. I might put some silicone lubricant on these to keep them from squeaking when they're back in the car. Inspect the spring, make sure nothing's cracked, broken, deformed in any way. Remove the bump stop. That's a very thin bump stop. Yeah, these were definitely not happy. Is this even moving? Yeah. Okay. Everything's been disassembled. So here's your shock body, the dust boot slash bump stop, which pretty useless. I might get rid of the. No, I'll leave that. It never rains or snows here, so there's really no point in me having the dust boot other than that's how it came, so I might as well leave it that way. So inspect your locking collars, make sure you don't have any cracks or anything. Spring we checked, top hat we checked. So now we'll bring in the new shock body. Match them up. And looks good. The only difference I notice is these numbers are different, but the BL1 is still the same. So I'll compress this one, bring it back out. That moved fairly easily. Where is... There. Oh, that feels better. That feels pretty dang good, actually. Okay. So, what I've done is I've put the settings all the way up. Now, you don't want to force it past the last setting. These things get pretty upset when you start forcing it past where it can't go. And I'm sure they're not supposed to be compressed and extended on their side, so I'm sure the oil inside is freaking out. So now we just reverse the process. And I'm going to do this just for one side, just for demonstration purposes. The other side I'm going to put together on my own, off camera, so that way you guys don't have to sit here for another, 10 minutes while I do this. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I don't really see a point in... Come on now. Go home. But like I said, I live in the desert. There's no snow or salt or anything that upsets this stuff, and I'm sure these dust boots are meant for just that. So, don't really need it. I just need the bump stop portion of it, because you don't want the shock to compress itself so far that it bumps itself on the inside, because that's bad. So yeah, that's quality right there. Yeah, buddy. Okay, so trash. Now that's on. Make sure the spring goes on the right way. And then now the top hat. You know what, these don't use silicone. They feel like they have a graphite coating on them. Cool. Yeah, hey, D2, you guys are pretty good at this. So the only issue I'm going to have is I refuse to put the vice grip on the shock shaft. That's something I'm not going to do, because if you've looked on the D2 website, if you have these aren't cheap. That's the old one. I should try taking this thing apart. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a video taking one of those apart, see how it works. Because I've looked around YouTube, and I'm sure some of you have also, wondering how coilovers work. So what you do here, and that's going all the way on. Task failed successfully. Alright, so I'm going to thread this up to where it's just snug. And get your other pieces out of the sun, because if you're like me and live in the desert, well, it's probably 900 degrees already at 9:30 in the morning. Oh man, that's nice. Get the lower locking tab on. This one threads onto that, obviously. Come on, your other one did good. Ooh, sorry. TUV Rhineland? Anybody know what that is? TUV Rhineland? I'll probably Google it, but I want to see how smart you guys are. Oh, let's see. What is that noise? Is there a car driving behind my house? Desert's such a wonderful place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 24, 25, 6, 7, 8, 30. And 31. Yeah. How does this mount in the car? Yeah, that works. Okay, so I'm gonna snug this up, leave that there. This will all be in line. And there you have it. That's how you rebuild a coilover? I don't know. replace a strut cartridge? Yes. So, now you know how the inside of a coilover works. And warning again, and I've said it a couple times, never take this nut off first. Bad things happen, and oh no, the bug is back. Okay, it left. Okay. A bumblebee used to live inside my Toyota. I evicted it, and it's been mad at me ever since. It lives in the eave of the garage in a tiny hole, and every time I'm out here, it bombards me and dive bombs me, and it was doing that right now. So it's not happy that I'm out here. It's still mad at me. Okay, so wasting a lot of time, and I'm sorry. I watch videos and I like as much detail as possible. But I've never actually seen one of these taken apart. So I figure this will help somebody. If it does, hey, you're welcome, man. Or ma'am. I know some ladies are out there doing this stuff too, and hey, thumbs up to you. We need more female auto enthusiasts. Okay. So like I said, I've never actually seen one of these taken apart with detail. You know, taking 20 something minutes to do. But I'm going to do the other one now. I'm going to do that off camera. And I'm going to set my preload. So what preload is, and I don't know the exact terms. People that do know the exact terms, please comment, let me know. I'll probably Google it after putting all this back together. Preload is preload. You're preloading the spring. Most coilover companies, they recommend, I believe, 10 millimeter. Some are 5 millimeter. Some are just snug it up. But it all depends on the spring rate and how aggressive you're going to be with the vehicle. So the Subaru is going to be a track-focused vehicle, so I want my spring rate to be aggressive. So I want the rears to be real tight, and when I had it set up real tight, it was not bouncy, which I'm sure that's going to be the first argument. Putting your spring rate too high is going to make the car too bouncy. It wasn't. It was actually quite enjoyable. So, off camera, I'm going to set the preload, obviously tighten this up, the top bolt, set the preload, and that's basically it. You set the preload, put it in the car, make sure everything's tight. You don't want anything coming off on the freeway. And we'll go up and down the street, and we'll see what the ride height is, and if it's satisfactory for me, then we're gonna lock these in so that way the shock body doesn't rotate while you're under compression on the freeway. Because it's possible. That's why they have these here. Keeps everything from rotating. You don't want this thing rotating when you're on the car and all of a sudden your car is doing the Carolina squat. Okay, so as you could probably not see, the light sun level is slowly making its way downtown, walking fast. So this one's done. I'm going to get this one done, but I'm going to do it off camera. So